everyone. My name is Patrick Stanley, and I am a licensed clinical social worker. And you may recognize me as one of the coordinators for our Rush Generations programs at the Rush University Medical Center Department of Social Work and Community Health. I have been asked today to discuss ways that we can find joy in our daily lives during the COVID-19 pandemic. As we are entering in now the 19th month of the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of us are struggling to find joy in everyday life and to keep our mental health together. And I've been asked to come in with some recommendations for ways that we can keep our motivations up, to we can keep our mood up, in ways that we can find joy that you may not necessarily have thought of before. And just as a reminder that this is not a substitute for a mental health treatment. So if you are feeling depressed, anxious, or lonely, please reach out to your primary care provider, or even dial into our social work and community health helpline at 1-800-757-0202 to see what resources might be available for you to talk to a mental health counselor. And then one day when I was here at my desk working, there was a bird that showed up just on my windowsill. And it just brought me so much joy to see that bird. And so I just said, I want this to happen more often. So I purchased some window bird feeders that attach to my window with suction cups, and I get visitors all day. Birds of all different kinds, mourning doves, cardinals, regular birds that I don't even know their species or what they are, but they bring so much joy as I see them throughout the day. And know that, they keep me company. I can see them. It brings me joy. In one of my bird feeders, a mourning dove decided that she was going to build her nest and lay eggs in my window bird feeder. And that brought such an immense amount of joy that I just was happy to have that company, and that this bird had decided to lay her eggs and nest and be home alongside me as I'm here working from home. But just know that finding joy is going to be an individual approach. It is going to depend on what brings you joy. What necessarily brings me joy won't exactly be what brings you joy, but it's a matter of doing some self-reflection and trying some things out to find that. So some other recommendations that have come from the New York Times, other bloggers throughout the internet, have been diving into a good book. A good book can transport you to a different world and can give you a relief from the day-to-day struggles that you're dealing with. Socializing with others as you feel comfortable. So now that people are getting vaccinated, we're masking again currently as we're socializing with other people, but getting out there and socializing with people in person is an option. Getting outside and walking, taking in the sun, gardening, or even indoor exercises. YouTube is full of virtual exercises that you can do, especially adapted for older adults. There are free yoga classes, and then also through Rush Generations, every Monday we're doing chair fitness, and every Thursday we're doing gentle chair yoga. So feel free to join us. Reach out to us through that same 800 line and see if you would like to join one of our upcoming classes. Another is nesting in your space. So if we're spending more time at home, try to work to make it more comfortable, make it more cozy. Is that candles? Is that more blankets? Is that, making your couch a little comfier, making your bed a little comfier? What is it that makes you want to enjoy being in your space? And then also practicing mindfulness. So we have our upcoming Mindfulness 101 class that starts this Thursday, September 2nd. You can join this mindfulness class and learn how to practice mindfulness in every day that can bring some serenity and calmness and joy to your life every day. Or, it's listening to music. And then also, something that works for a lot of people is connecting with nostalgia. So, things from your childhood, things from years ago that brought you joy then could bring you joy now. So, old movies that you used to love, books that you used to love that you haven't read in a while, music that you used to listen to back in the day are all ways that you can bring yourself some joy. So I hope that today my recommendations hit you in a good way, and that you're able to take some time to reflect and think about what you can do to bring joy to yourself, and find some joy during the pandemic. And just as a reminder that if you are feeling down or lonely or having intrusive thoughts, please do not hesitate to reach out to our 800 line and inquire about mental health services in your area or in our department.